Good day. We're going to take a quick look through this booklet on organic compounds. So there's the history stuff you can read if you're interested. From our earlier video, we should recognize that these are alkanes. These are all hydrocarbons, and they have that CnH2n+2 ratio, and they also all end in ane. These are alcohols. They end in OL in the naming, but the big thing is they have the OH bonded to a carbon. Now, it goes blah, 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 and it says what's special about carbon. We don't care about up above, we care about this. Here are Lewis structures for atoms. Here's the Lewis structure for methane. And we can simplify it, and this is called a structural diagram. So the bonding pair of electrons gets replaced by a dash. It looks like it sticks to hold them together. And that's something you have to get used to in some of the worksheets. If it asks for a Lewis structure, you're doing dots. If you're doing a structural diagram, you're not including dots. You're replacing bonds with lines. And that's what it talks about with the structural formulas. And it's going through, again, molecular formulas. And they got carried away and they did octane. So there should be 8 carbons there. And if you count, you'll find 18 hydrogens. And then they've done Lewis structure for these alcohols. And, well, actually not Lewis structure, these are structural diagrams. Usually in structural diagrams we don't bother including the dots there. So those are structural diagrams, I would call them. They've called them structural formula, same thing. And it talks about classifying organic, and that's the old hydrocarbon stuff. And here are the 3 families from a previous video. So we have the alkanes, we got the alcohols, and we got the ethers. So here's our oxygen sandwich, there's our OH, and only carbon and hydrogen. And it talks about sources and whatnot. In the next video, I am going to talk about something called isomers. So those you don't have notes, you'll have to copy out as the video goes along.